Hello beautiful people, let's do a fast and simple flawless makeup look using eyeliners for hooded eyes. Just to clarify, I love glamorous makeup for special occasions, but sometimes I'm in the mood for something simple, like just for coffee. And the choice is always yours. For me, makeup is all about self-expressions. Look at this flawless, glowing skin. It's not sticky, not cakey, it looks like your own skin, but even better. This video will be especially useful for those with a dry skin. I have lots of wrinkles around my eyes and haven't had any injections. I'll show you real makeup for real life with a real light. For all new watchers, I have hooded eyes, see this extra skin above my eyelashes? So this is it. Yes, we all have different eye shape, and even mine change daily because of lifestyle factors. Sometimes my lids are completely covered with no open space at all. First of all, prep the skin. I adore this serum because it doesn't interfere with any foundation. It's truly the best product. It works as a base, as a mixer, as a skincare, all in one. You've probably seen how I use it in my shorts, but now it's time to explain in details. I apply it like a skincare and as a base for foundation to keep the skin moisturized and smooth out wrinkles. And I also do a quick eyelid massage about 10-15 times on each eye. We need to lock the small molecules of serum into the skin with the large molecules. This is a must. It's a rule. Apply just a little. If you use too much, it will cause major issues with the foundation. So less is best. Oh, by the way, this scent is gorgeous, like clean skin. I think they did a great job with the perfume on this one. After that, wait a bit and check if everything is fully absorbed into the skin. And now let's move on to my favorite foundation. The only one I buy every 1-2 months myself. I'm also a pro makeup artist and I love using this foundation on almost all my clients. If you have dry, normal or combination skin, you definitely need to try it. And if you are a lady of an elegant age, I swear your life will never be the same after trying this foundation. I also have a full video tutorial explaining exactly how to use, how to apply. It builds up perfectly without looking cakey or settling into wrinkles. The skin looks glowy and youthful. I've even received messages from some of you saying you bought it for your mom and now everyone keeps asking her about her skin. Yes, it looks that good, and this is just the first layer, completely invisible like Photoshop but in real life. And here I want to show you what you can try to do with your concealer if you wanted to hide fine lines. So use a concealer, add a bit of serum or eye cream, what you have in your makeup bag, I don't know, and mix it together to get the evenly coated and apply it with a fingertip. Just warm it up. The serum will help you to keep it less concentrated then just dry out, but still will moisturize the skin underneath your eye. Look how it's glowing. You also may do that trick with your favorite foundation. Just check that both of products will have the similar base, like water and water. They will be the best friends on your skin. So then I just grab a clean brush to distribute the product evenly and serve the excess product. It's like the sponge but hygienic. And let's check the result. The important thing, I film all of my videos from the window, just with the natural light to show you how the makeup will look in real life, in real time, with the real skin. Next step, brush your eyebrows and set them with a gel. Lipstick. Okay, I didn't expect the texture to surprise me, but this velvety creamy matte formula is something different. It's like a new generation of matte lipstick. Creamy, non-sticky and non-drying. It still has a rich finish. The shade is gorgeous for light and fair skin tones like mine. And by the way, I love using this type of texture as a blush. Just apply a bit on your hand, then pick it up with a brush or your fingertips, and I am in 100% on the blush girl team. I love it, but if you are not, feel free to skip this step and move on to the lips. One thing to note, don't expect this formula to last 10 hours like a traditional liquid matte lipstick. It's more of an everyday comfortable lipstick to wear. And can we talk about the magnetic cap? It's my favorite part. It's so satisfying to open and close. What about you? I use a highlighter with fine shimmered particles and apply it all over my lids to create the illusion of more lid space and add light. I also apply it to the highest point of my face, like the tip of the nose, the sides of the nose and the cheekbones. Basically, anywhere that catches the light when you turn your face from side to side. Once the eyebrows are dry, apply a bit of brow powder. Hold the angled brush perpendicular to the skin for precise application. And this has been my go-to technique for years. I've been using these brow shadows for at least 5-6 years. I almost never use eyebrow pencil anymore. It can be, but really rare. I prefer eyeshadows because they look more natural for me. I fill in any gaps and keep in mind that the eyebrows should follow a straight natural line. Avoid curving them towards the nose, as they can make hooded eyes appear larger than they actually are. And now, the most requested step, eyeliner. Yeah, I'll be using a marker line, which is a bit more challenging for beginners, but I will explain everything in details. Look through your head, relax your eyebrows, and find your crease. Draw a line as if you are following a low lash line just under the crease or crossing it. Hold your breath for precision. Rest your pinky finger on your cheekbone to stabilize your hand. Tickle your chin up and connect the line to your upper lash line, filling in any gaps. This creates the first type of eyeliner, small and very, very thin. Now for the second type. Forget about the end of the eyeliner for a moment. Instead, move slightly downward, connecting the line to the last lash. Make the wing thicker, crossing over any extra skin without stretching it. Work in small horizontal streaks rather than one hard movement. If you have space above your lashes, draw a thin line there. If not, just tight lining. If your line looks curved, open the eye, look through your head, and don't turn your head. The thickest part of your eye is the pupil. If you tilt your face, the curl will become more exaggerated than intended. Fill in any gaps and even out the liner for a smooth finish. That's the second type of eyeliner. Stay turned until the end, and I will show you the third one next. Now I would like to apply a bit of purple mascara to make my green eyes pop. Look down into the mirror, wiggle the wand at the roots, and then slide it up to the tips of your lashes. This is a deep, dark purple mascara. Your conversation partner will only notice the color in direct sunlight. Otherwise, it will appear as a subtle, conservative black. If you apply too much product, simply slide your fingertip over your lashes while they are still wet to remove the excess. Now it's time for thicker eyeliner. I've already shown you very thin, classic wings, and now let's create a more dramatic look for a special occasion. Let's analyze. I need to slide just the end of the eyeliner because I want to lift it more, similar to my other eye. Once that's done, I can raise my eyebrow slightly, since I have a lot of creases here to help with the precision. Look through your head and make the line wider. Don't forget to create a very, very thin eyeliner wing. This keeps the shape lightweight and balanced. If you expected more color payoff from your mascara, you can also use it as a gel eyeliner. Just apply it above the black eyeliner with a sharp brush for a subtle yet unique effect. I have already shown how to avoid mistakes and how to fix the eyeliner in many of my previous videos. Almost every tutorial on hooded eyes covers that. Feel free to check them out. Time for set everything with powder. Once your base is flawless, your serum has absorbed, and your foundation looks fantastic, it's time for losing powder. I apply it with a special sponge. Take some powder from the package, dab the sponge on your hand, and I think a few times to remove excess products, it will be more than enough. Then lightly press it onto the center of the face to mattify any unwanted shine. The center of the face should be flat, without extra volume, harsh shadows, or glowing under eye. After using the sponge, don't forget to place it with your other brushes that needed to be washed at the end of the day, along with your skincare routine. Never put it back into the package after using it. And here's our final result. Flawless skin, bold eyeliner, fluffy brows, and a beautiful lip color. What do you think about Japanese brand like Shiseido? I'm a bit sad that it's underrated among bloggers nowadays. And they have truly timeless products that can make our makeup routine so much easier. So, would you like to try any of these tips from this video? Let me know in the comments and see you soon. Bye.